Alrighty guys, we're going back to some more Octopath Traveler 0. Last episode, we got to meet our protagonist after creating them. After that, we got to explore the city of Wishvale, where we trained against our father to learn some of the basic mechanics of the game. And after that, we helped the priestess go collect an azure flamestone for a little festival tomorrow. And so, in this episode, let's go attend that festival. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. A quick reminder that we are still in the demo. We have about 2 hours left in the demo. But yes, we are playing this currently in the demo. The progress will carry over to the game once it comes out officially in December. So we will be checking it out then and finishing the rest of this up. Let's go ahead and inquire here. We get the nourishing nut. We'll go ahead and pick that up with entreat.
I'll take it.
The nuts in these games are like your permanent stat increasers. So the nourishing nut is going to permanently increase your maximum HP by quite a bit, actually. I was expecting that to be a lot less. I probably shouldn't have used it on myself, even though I do believe your protagonist or your created character is the strongest in this game. But either way, let's go ahead and rest for tomorrow. We're in a cutscene. I thought we were moving. Nope, now can we move? I can't sleep. Take a walk around Wishvale at night. You want another plate of turn-based tacos? It really is your favorite, isn't it? Your skills have improved immensely, Tails. I have no doubt that the town is in good hands. Okay, so that's at least my dad, maybe my stepmom, but maybe my mom, I don't know. Oh, it looks so good at nighttime. I know they've had a few years to work on this game, but man, does it look good. Hello.
Oh, you're still awake. I couldn't sleep either. Come join me.
I feel like I recognize her, but because it's a demo, we probably don't have voice actors yet.
We stood like this and looked out at the town a long time ago. Remember? I was wondering, are you going to take over the watch?
That's my plan.
You've been training every day since you were little, haven't you? Though, I guess I've done the same, except with carpentry. I guess it's not easy having exceptional parents, is it? I got into a fight with Pops. He said he wants me to follow in his footsteps. I've always looked up to him, wanted to be just like him. He works closely with people to build them a proper home. Something warm and comfortable. A place that they can call their own. And everyone who lives in those homes always looks so happy. I love Wishvale. I really do. But I don't want to stay here forever. I want to see the outside world. I want to build houses out there and bring smiles to everyone's faces. That's my dream.
Yeah, we'll cheers to you on.
You really mean it? I knew you'd understand. After all, we've talked about traveling the world ever since we were kids. So, which path will you follow?
The Octopath. Also, I looked up her voice actor. I guess a few are announced. There's not really anything unless I recognize her voice from Hyrule Warriors, which I'm currently playing, Age of Calamity, there's not really anything to point out. She seems like a new face on the voice acting crew. There are some big names, like Erica Mendez is a voice actor in this, but she doesn't have too many credits to her name. She does sound very familiar, though. I mean, I recognize her from one thing, but it's nothing I've played on this channel. Tails. Tails. Remember. Is this the book? Is the book still talking to me? You can become anyone. You can go anywhere. The Octopath. As long as there's a flicker of hope in your heart. I can actually only go like 8 places. 8 paths. Unless you're counting the secret paths, then there's usually like 11 or 12. Time for the festival. Yeah, it really just throws you into it.
Morning! The festival's already begun. Why don't we have a look together?
Go to the festival with Stia? Yep. Do we have a name for this festival?
I wonder if Yusha will make her famous dish.
Turn-based tacos, baby.
Oh, I almost forgot. You're part of the watch now.
Yeah, that means I got a job to do.
I guess you won't have time to dally since you'll be on patrol.
Now I have to watch everyone, so I can kind of like hang out. I'm doing my job if I'm with you.
Why don't I join you instead?
That's a good idea. We can both watch.
Great! Then let's go.
All right, let's go make sure no one's getting up to any funny business. Is Stia officially a companion now? No. Hello, Dad. I'm just gonna go check up on everybody.
Wait, you really mean it? You of all people? Hey, come on, Jasper. You don't need to say it like that.
What's going on?
Ludus is getting married.
Wow! Congratulations!
Ludus, the chicken chaser. The guy always getting in trouble with Freed?
The guy who runs across the rooftops, then gets scolded by my old man?
Not you too, Stia. I was a kid back then. Anyway, the wedding's in 2 weeks.
I guess that means you're going to start preparing once the festival's over. If you need help decorating, just let me know.
I'd love to have your help, Stia. I want it as big and fancy as the festival itself.
Oh, Ludus! Surely it doesn't have to be that glamorous.
Ludus always gets carried away, so be sure to hold his reins tightly. No one asked you, Jasper.
You don't need to worry. I've known Ludus since we were kids. So I'm familiar with both how reliable and unreliable he can be.
Honey.
All right. We get it, you two lovebirds.
I can't wait for the wedding!
All right. A couple people to entreat, actually. Let me do that real quick.
Thanks.
Oh, Olive, what do you got? I can buy things. No, this is contend. Sure, we'll do this. No way I lose.
Let's make this quick.
Especially, yeah, with two people. That is new to this game. Typically, you can only bring your main character into this fight, or whoever is using the challenge command.
Quiet at last.
Do they also pass out like they do in the other Octopath games? You should get fall over? No, okay. They don't pass out like they do in those, at least not right now. What about you, Miss Priestess?
Thanks.
Entreat for that jug, please.
I'll
Thank
take
you. Those things that have like the little coin purse next to them are actually things that are just
Thanks.
used for selling. They don't have a purpose other than selling for money.
I'll take it.
So if you ever see those, pick them up. They're basically free. So rather, especially if they're free, pick them up. So that way you can just sell them for money if it's like that 100% chance. We'll go ahead and inquire about Fen. Probably won't tell me much unless you give me a secret location. Nope. Let's go up here then. Oop.
Margot, you had another great harvest this year.
I did indeed. And Basil came by to eat a whole bunch of it. Would you like to try some as well?
This is delicious! Granny Margot's veggies are the best. Can I have some more?
I know you really love your vegetables. But we don't have time for that. I want to see the rest of the festival.
It's not nice to keep your friends waiting, Basil. Why don't we go see the enkindling as well, Margot?
You've seen it tons of times already, haven't you?
But that's why I feel so grateful to see it again this year. And I pray that I live to see it next year, too.
Whether we live or die, or even how good the harvest is, depends on the sacred flame's blessing.
Huh. Then, I'm gonna pray to the sacred flame, too. I'm gonna wish for Granny Margot's veggies to be even more delicious next year.
Why, thank you, Basil.
Enjoy the festival, everyone!
Now, okay, I figured I'd already talked to her, but I just wanted to make sure. Looks like it's time to go into the tavern next. Got some more people to entreat or
Thanks.
inquire. Contend. Oh, some leather armor here. We can go for this. Should be pretty easy. I think I already have leather armor equipped, but let's just double sword attack here. Yeah, typically in these early stages, if they're like level 1, you can just go all out right off the bat. You don't even need to like prepare or anything.
Not bad.
Thank you for the leather armor. Let's see. Is that better than my current one? Yes, it is. We'll inquire from you. Time.
Thanks.
See if you give me a location by any chance. Yes. Collection point, which is right here, for a cheap whiskey. I think this is not going to be a... Yeah, so you can change your party, but unfortunately don't have anything to do here. You can change equipment on those party members, change skills on those party members, or restore reputation. That's in case you fail these inquires and stuff. Basically, your reputation will get hurt, and then eventually people will not sell items to you. So you need to restore your reputation at the taverns.
Here you go, Time. Please, drink to your heart's content. There's much more where this came from.
Drinks always taste better when you pour 'em, Lorana. I wish you'd come around the tavern more often.
She's an emissary of the gods. She's got better things to do with her time.
Lorana, you're working too hard. Let me give you a hand. I'm fine, really. Would you like something to eat or drink?
Don't worry about me. The good mood here is enough to fill my belly.
Oh, it's one of the wreaths I made with Pops.
It was modeled after the rings of the gods from the legends. It's absolutely beautiful. Everyone seems quite taken with it.
Happy to hear that. I'm sure Pops will be over the moon too. Speaking of rings, we found one inside that azure flamestone, didn't we? I've never seen anything that sparkled quite like it.
Hey, Lorana! Can we get some drinks over here?
Coming. Sorry, but I have to get back to work. Please, sit and relax for a bit. The enkindling is starting soon. You won't want to miss it.
He's a deacon. Why is she serving drinks? All right, well, let's go ahead and exit because the enkindling is starting right now. Participate in the enkindling. The celebration will end once the ritual begins. Yep, we have nothing else to do. There might be some secrets, but it's the prologue. We can always restart if we need to.
It looks like everyone's here. Now then, before the ceremony, allow me to tell the story of the sacred flame. It is a tale deeply connected to this land. In the beginning, there was nothing. Everything began with the birth of Orsa, mother of all. She created our world, the land of Orsterra. But she lamented her solitude. So she made a companion, Finis, father of all. And together, they had 13 children. Gods who were entrusted with the world's future. Though they each sought to improve the world, the youngest desired only to rule it. The 8 gods who first stood against their dark sibling fought long and hard. They imbued rings with their powers and entrusted them to the Flamebringer, Elfric. And thus, the Flamebringer brought the light of the heavens down to earth and sealed away the dark god. Even now, the sacred flame shines bright to light the way for us. And so long as a fire burns upon the pedestal here in Wishvale, we shall be protected against the wickedness of the world.
Now then, let us begin the enkindling. Everyone, please take your torches in hand.
Come on, let's do it too. Let's light a beacon of hope for Wishvale.
What the? Is that fire?
happening?
We've come to join your little lighting ceremony, with some fire of our own.
Crimson armor. What are the Scarlet Wings doing here?
Where is the Flamebringer's ring?
I do not know. Now leave.
Come, Scarlet Wings!
Reed!
Leave the square to me. Look after your mother.
Hey!
Lorana, you have to be strong! Lorana! Damn it all! Come, Stia, with me!
Much for a beacon of hope, huh?
I never expected to meet such a skilled swordsman in a worthless town like this.
Commander Tytos. Why have you come to Wishvale?
Why indeed?
Take it back.
Take what back?
You called this town worthless. And I won't let an outsider like you denigrate the people who live here.
Pitiful. Tell me, what do you know of the ring? Supposedly, it is in the possession of someone in this town.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your sword arm truly is impressive. Why don't you join my forces?
Never.
Poor fool. Your sword was wasted on this village. It was a mistake for any of you to live here.
What a bore.
Not my mom. She didn't do anything.
Her ending was entirely unremarkable. I couldn't even write a single worthwhile passage based on these events. I need something far more thrilling.
Wake up, Mom. We gotta go. Look behind you. Don't you know to check your house? You gotta breach and clear your house. I thought he was gonna jump me.
Now that is good material.
And who are you coming here all alone? Wielding a weapon, your eyes full of rage. Oh, wait. I think I understand. You want me to put you out of your misery, don't you? Just like your friends here.
This is the saddest beginning to a Octopath game, for sure. I don't think anything else even comes close, honestly. Go for this guy again. Yep, not much you can do. I think you could technically win that fight.
What do you think you're doing? Do you have a death wish?
So our friends join us, but again, I think you could, there's no way you don't win that by yourself. I'm pretty sure if I boosted right there, I would have done so much damage to these guys. Ooh, good crit. Go for a arrow attack. Yeah, that means it's either spear or, the other one. Spear or dagger, I believe. Try to finish this guy off before his shield pops back up. And then here, we'll just go there, and then we'll just go full out here with me, just because we'll be able to kill on his turn here. We'll do a normal attack, though, and that's a crit.
Is Yusha? No.
Come on, we have to go.
What about the guy that was getting married?
No. Wishvale.
Damn it! The flames are getting stronger! Come on! This way!
Pops, please be okay.
New commands acquired at Fenastia and Lorana. Can I equip any of them yet? Nope. Lorana is your healer. Also uses an Oaken Fan, which is cool. She will have a pretty high SP with pretty high elemental attack. Can I... No, I was trying to see... I think in status I might be able to see. Yeah, she's a cleric. So should focus on healing. Let's go ahead and save real quick. Can I not make a second save? Because it's the... Oh, that's interesting, because it's the demo. They won't let you make a second save. So I think you'd have to restart your entire demo. It locks you out of, like, I guess, viewing different things. Oh, that's her dad.
Pops. No. Pops.
Man, they kill people trying to escape. Why?
He was trying to help everyone escape. What was the point of even having the watch? We couldn't save anyone!
It's over, old man. You've given us enough trouble. Looks like we missed a few.
For the future of Wishvale. I never thought you'd be the one to show me the true meaning of the Watch's teachings. But you're right. There's still something I can do.
I'll help. It's about all I can do.
Dreams really do come true. I killed 11 people before joining the Scarlet Wings, and they were all kids, just like you. Do you want to know why I did it? Because their blood smells different when you cut through them. And whenever the scent of that young blood fills my lungs, I feel alive.
These guys are just bad guys. Sometimes they have like, oh, they're just following orders.
And today,
these guys are just bad guys.
The air is gonna be filled with the sweet smell of your crimson. I'll have to thank Lord Tytos for giving me this chance. After all, he's the one who told us not to hold anything back. Here they come!
Like sometimes it's just a kingdom with a bad ruler and they're fighting on the wrong side. Nah, this time these are just terrible people. Well, let's go for this Scarlet Wing. Try to get rid of each of them. Oh, she's gonna be healing immediately. So Lorana has Healing Light and Brain Bash, as well as the staff or the fan. So let's try a fan attack first. Nope, didn't do anything. Try to rake this one.
You can't run.
And then we'll go for a Healing Light real quick.
I owe you. Now or never.
I want to drop this guy. I just don't know. I think without using BP, I'm not going to be able to. Let's downward slash him. There we go.
It's our turn.
And then start dealing with this Scarlet Wing.
Ready. How's that?
Breaks him, which is a little unfortunate. I don't think I wanted to just yet, but it'll be fine. Wounds be healed.
You can't run.
And then heal yourself.
Be healed.
Let's make.
Let's do the same. Bow you. Oh, 3 wasn't enough. I think this will be enough though. There we go. Perfect. Got the crit just to be safe. Now he's taking 2 actions per turn. Okay, weak to sword is good.
Are you ready?
I want to check her. See if she has anything he's weak to. Okay, so, well, not that, unfortunately.
Here we go.
Let's just try staff. Okay, he's weak to staff, which is good. So this is something I was actually... She's fine. So this is something I was going to talk about a little bit later, actually, but I can talk about it now. We can actually manipulate the turn order a little bit here. So if we go ahead and use Stout Wall... Actually, Stout Wall doesn't even matter. We'll just defend. You'll see up at the top now, because he was the last one to act, now he's the first one to act. And because we only need one thing to break him, we can actually go ahead and open with an attack here.
Right there.
Which lets us break, and we get 2 full turns of all my characters attacking in order to do the most damage. Instead, if he had broken him on the last turn, we only got up 1 turn with my characters attacking. So it's open with an Abide. Unfortunately, she's going to be relegated to just healing here. Heal yourself. But then we get to go ahead and use Vacuum Slash on this Scarlet Wings Corporal at max BP.
For you.
For 1,600 damage. Holy. And then we'll do the same here with the repeated shot. Only about 500 damage, not quite enough to kill, but he is in the red. We'll go ahead and make sure she heals him.
Appreciate it.
Because typically when they get unbroken, they might unleash, yeah, some special effects like that on the start of their next turn.
Are you ready?
Now, what I could do is go full out and unleash everything, and I think I actually... Ooh, no. Not yet. I want to go one more turn before I do that.
It's our turn.
He can take more actions, but... Again, the same thing, because she gets to go now. She can break him, and then we essentially have 2 more full turns again. So, we'll go ahead and do the same thing. Abide. If I abide, I can't downward slash, so I lied. Let's just go for a normal attack here. That way we can build up our BP. And then a downward slash at max BP might be enough. It actually should be. Ooh, no, it's so close, though. We're actually going to use her attacks here. Let's go for a brain bash. She doesn't do a lot because she is a magical caster, but it was enough to do it.
I shall say a prayer.
There we go. We all got a level up.
Are you all right, Nomos?
I'm fine. Was your house destroyed too? It's still standing. If you want, you may come to my house. You guys should go with Nomos.
What about you, Fen?
I'm going back.
But the town is engulfed in flames!
I have to go. There might be survivors.
Fen!
Take care of Stia.
Fen!
I can't just run away. Stia, I'm sorry.
Lorana? Sorry. I'm so tired.
You don't have to say anything. I won't try to stop you or tell you what to do. I will just stay here and watch over you.
Oh, scarlet flame! Blaze bright and cleanse this sacred land!
Lord Tytos, I'm afraid we haven't been able to locate the ring yet.
I see. Then you ought to do less talking and more searching. That damned witch. Did she trick me? No matter. So long as I can reduce this land to ash.
Lady Herminia?
Oh my, is that so? I thought that Tytos would heed me like an obedient dog. But it seems he may have had some other purpose in mind. Well, that's fine with me. He's not the only one who will benefit. We have a 60-year-old bottle of red wine, don't we? Bring it, for I should like to make a toast to the blood spilled this evening.
I can hardly believe my good fortune. Now then, shall I return home and continue writing? This alone is enough to get my pen moving. Marvelous!
That day, a small town was erased from the map. There was no one left to tell the tale of the border town that once was. The two who had been struck by tragedy went into hiding with the scholar Nomus. And time marched on. Better give us like a 10-year time skip.
Are you heading out on your journey?
Hello, Nomus.
Yes. I suppose the time is right. You're finally ready. Before you go, there's something I want to give you. I'm sure it will be of help on the path you've chosen.
Select your job. I'm surprised we didn't do this earlier. You can now choose any of the jobs. I will be giving a very, very basic overview of all of these as well as what they do. So, first you have your warrior. This is your physical attacking character with high defense. They prioritize in the sword and the spear job, as well as have things such as acting faster in a turn, lowering other guys' defenses, and hitting things multiple times. I believe they also have relatively high speed, so their biggest things are HP, attack and defense, as well as speed and accuracy. However, their evasion and elemental attacks are some of the lowest, if not the lowest, in the game. You can actually look right there. Pretty much everyone else's elemental effects are higher. Next, you have your merchant. Your merchant is very similar to the warrior in that they have a decent physical attack. However, they also have a lot more elemental attack and elemental defense, as well as higher max HP. They're much more of a supportive unit, so they can do, or debuffer rather. So you can go ahead and restore SP to different people. You can collect money from foes, as well as donating BP to allies. They are a little bit more of a jack of all trades, can do a little bit of physical attacks and a little bit of magical attacks. Next, you have your thief. This is the high speed, high evasion, high crit character in the game. They specialize, the merchant specializes in spear and bow, by the way. The thief specializes in the dagger and the sword, a very, very strong character typically in the later game due to the ability to get high crit, sometimes almost guaranteed crit, as well as really high speed, meaning they will typically act first at the start of every fight. On top of that, they have things like you would expect from thieves, such as stealing items from foes, stealing HP from foes and SP from foes, as well as attacks that can hit multiple times. On top of that, they also come with dark damage as a natural damage dealer. Unfortunately, I don't believe the merchant or the warrior come with elemental damage. Then you have your apothecary. These are a little bit more on the defensive side, with a little bit more elemental attack. So while they don't have high physical attacks, they do have high physical damage, as well as high physical elemental attack and elemental defense. These are, just like merchants, a little bit more of your buffing characters. They can do a little bit of everything, and if it works the same like it did in previous games, you also can go ahead and combine items to create different items. They have things such as first aid to heal, heal all, revivify, and cross cleave, which is a axe damaging attack. So again, a little bit more of a jack of all trades, very similar to the merchant. However, a little bit more elemental attack and a pretty big defensive character. They are good with the axe and the book. Then you have your hunter. Your hunters are very similar to your thief in that they have high evasion, speed, and crit chance. However, they do a little bit more with your debuffing. So they are good with the bow and the axe, and they have things such as targeting random foes and giving different debuffs, such as allowing a foe to not be able to act, and they come with natural wind damage. Then you have your cleric. Your cleric and your scholar are very similar. The difference is your cleric is more focused on healing, whereas your scholar is more focused on damage. Their stats are relatively the same. Cleric has a little bit more HP and a little bit more physical attack, whereas your scholar has a little bit more elemental attack and elemental SP, versus a little bit less HP. The cleric is good with the staff and the fan. Your scholar is good with the book and the staff. Your cleric comes with healing spells, reviving spells, buffing spells, and natural light damage, whereas your scholar comes with full damage dealing spells such as fireball, tornado, luminescence, firestorm, maelstrom, and blinding light. Basically fire, wind, and light damaging effects. However, one of the most important things in this game is this skill called Analyze. I want to talk about this one very specifically and why I typically choose Scholar as my first starting class. The way this works is that you will, for 1 SP, discover 1 weak point of a foe and reveal their HP total. So it will randomly give you a weak point, but it will also show their HP. So if you cast it, upcast it with BP of 4, reveal 4 weak points and still discover the HP. Again, very, very solid option. And finally, you have the Dancer. The Dancer is quite literally your random character. Their effects do random things. They have really high speed and evasion, really good elemental attack on par with the Scholar. However, where they lack is that a lot of the things they do are buffing or random effects. So such as the Lion Dance will raise the physical attack of an ally for 2 turns. You also have things like Wild Strike, which deals fan damage to random foes. Triple Arc, which does fan damage to 3 foes. And then raising things like your elemental defense, elemental attack, and your evasion. So they also have the inherent ice damage. They're all usable. There are characters that will be all of these throughout the game. However, because of everything I've picked up thus far, I do think I'm going to go with a warrior. Again, I wish I could have gone for a scholar because I always like going scholar first, but I think we're going to stick with a warrior for this playthrough on our main character. It's like the mastery you achieved from training. So, this is a little bit different than the other things we had. So now we get a mastery. Basically, you get to choose one of these, whether it be an attack skill, recovery skill, or support skill. The attack skill, Eye for an Eye, has a 50% chance to counter physical attacks. Recovery skill is raise the amount restored by the equipped character's HP, SP recovery skills. And support skill, the equipped character will restore 2 BP when near death. And I believe, if you go ahead and choose the merchant, they have... Oh no, they do have the same. Okay. I was wondering if it was going to be the same or if they were all going to be different. But it does look like these are all the exact same mastery skills. For my warrior, I do believe I'll do 50% chance to counter physical attacks. making him an absolute unit for physical damage dealing characters. And with that, we'll go ahead and continue our story. And that's exactly why they don't let you have multiple save slots, because you could hop in and try out all 8 different characters in the demo, or all 8 different classes, and I don't think they want you to do that.
Thanks for everything, Nomos.
You needn't thank me. You're going back to live in Wishvale, yes? I'm sure you know there's nothing left of that town.
I know, but we talked about it. That place is our home. We've been preparing for this moment for a long time now. I've got enough materials to build a place for us to live. And you've been honing your skills to take on any danger we might face.
In that case, I won't try to stop you. You are free to live your lives as you wish.
There are some things I need to get ready, so I'll go on ahead. To Wishvale.
Learning battle skills. Learn new battle skills to gain the upper hand in battle. Use a JP you earn in battle to learn new skills. Go to learn skills in the main menu to choose which ones to learn. So, right here in skills, we can learn skills, and these are the warrior skills. You can see each one, I believe, actually costs the same amount. You can see in the right above this, it says our JP held is 43, and the JP needed for next battle skill is 30. So we can choose any of these that we want for 30 JP. We'll unlock support skills the more battle skills we unlock. I think what I'm going to pick up is... counter posture is good. But I think we're going to go ahead and pick up Helm Cleaver. That way we can decrease a foe's defense. And I think if we equip... we'll choose Vacuum / Mastery, because I do believe these are different than our regular skills. You also can change your protagonist jobs when you want to, so you're not completely stuck on a warrior the entire game. You just have to learn 2 more battle skills from warrior, and then I believe you can choose 1 new one, and then I think it just keeps going. So you basically learn some skills and can keep swapping around. And so, with that out of the way, we are still technically in the prologue. Let's go ahead and head back in here. Let's talk to Nomos.
Thanks.
Inquire doesn't give me anything, unfortunately. And it looks like we have about 15 more minutes till the 2-hour mark, so I think we'll have a little bit of time left. Let's go ahead and head all the way back to Wishvale. Gonna get in a couple fights on the way, but they shouldn't be too hard because you are doing this yourself. Not weak to sword.
Disappear.
But we do counter physical attacks with a 50% chance, so that's perfect. It's one of the reasons Warrior is also a really good starting class. I would say 2 of the best ones to go for typically are either Warrior or the Scholar, just because you want to be able to deal damage.
Let's go.
So things like the Cleric, while sure you start with a built-in healing.
Not today.
Or other things like Merchant, I think sometimes has healing. Being able to start with high HP is typically good early games, or the ability to see weaknesses. That way you can deal with enemies quicker. Because once you start getting more characters, it starts becoming a lot easier.
I don't remember it ever being this quiet. Our town was always small, but it was full of life. People talking or chopping wood. I'm sorry. I can't leave this place like this. After losing the town, I finally understand what's truly important to me. I'm so sorry, Pops. I was such a fool. I wish I could see everyone here laughing and smiling just one more time. That's why I'm going to rebuild Wishvale and follow in my old man's footsteps. Let's see. We should start by rebuilding the workshop.
Building area expanded. This is the big portion of this game. I actually don't know if it was in the mobile version of the game. I actually don't think most of what we're doing is in the mobile version of the game. But basically, we get to rebuild Wishvale however we want. Unfortunately, right now, we won't be able to do it however we want. We just have to follow her tutorial. Before we get started, I was hoping the whole thing was voiced, but it looks like only certain scenes. This rubble needs to go. We need to clear plenty of space for the workshop. Would you mind helping me out, Tails? Town tasks. These tasks are the next step in restoring Wishvale to its former glory. If you are uncertain of what to do next, try taking on a town task. There's some space to begin developing the land. Examine a piece of rubble with A to remove it and collect building materials. The more Wishvale is restored, the more objects can be removed. So, we can come up to any piece of rubble or grass. Just click A to remove it. You don't even have to wait. You can kind of just spam A. Fortunately, it won't let us go too far because we have to follow the tutorial. Thanks, Tails. This should do it. We also got lumber and stuff from that as well. Now for the materials. The rubble provided us with plenty of stone, but we don't have any lumber. I got 4 lumber, I thought. Would you mind going out and gathering some lumber from Wishvale Trail? There's a tree right up there. Building materials. Gather materials for construction and develop the town. Various materials can be found on the field. Once collected, they'll reappear after some time. If you see something sparkling on the ground, make sure to pick it up. So essentially, as you're exploring, just make sure you are picking up items. That way you can eventually rebuild your Wishvale. That way you don't have to... Yeah, I have 5 out of the 6. That way you don't have to just keep running back and looking up where to find items. If you're just picking some up as you travel, you should get a lot of the materials you need to be able to rebuild Wishvale. Thanks. This should be plenty. Yeah, I can do this. Pops taught me all about building a strong foundation. Now let's build a workshop. Are you saying you have a strong foundation? You know what that means, right? We get to rebuild our first building. Honestly, the fact that we built this much in probably a day. Are we just running all the way back to Nomos's house every time? Nomos's house every time? Nomos? Nomos's house?
It's still nothing compared to what Pops could have done, but at least we've got a place to sleep now. It may not be much, but it's a good start. And from here on out, let's do our best to rebuild Wishvale into the place it used to be.
It appears the flame of recovery has been lit.
Nomos?
This is a divine ring. This land has been taken by 3 tyrants, who too possess rings. Herminia, Master of Wealth, who rules Valor with an iron fist. Tytos, Master of Power, who reigns over Emberglow. And August, Master of Fame, whose name resounds through Theatropolis. Their insatiable greed holds sway over this realm. And so long as they hold those rings, neither the continent nor its people are safe. And now, I give this ring to you.
Does that mean you're the reason they raised the
To
town?
grant its holder their heart's desire.
The same ring as the others. But why?
Because your friend has been chosen. I've been watching you. And you have been chosen.
Chosen?
What do you seek at Journey's End?
Select what you seek. So, you can choose wealth, power, and fame. My understanding from this is that this is essentially going to take you on a path through that. This game essentially has 3 storylines: the wealth story, power story, and fame story. On top of that, it also impacts which of the villains you're going to be dealing with, and it impacts what kind of characters you get and the actions you take in the screen. So, as you saw when we would inquire, you could either buy stuff, fight people, or entreat items. These 3 things also impact those. So, wealth is buying items, power is fighting for items, and fame is entreating for items. I personally, while I like the power route more, I think that villain is more compelling. I do enjoy the fame aspect because I like to entreat. So we're going to choose fame first. Fame, the force of faith. A banner to rally the multitudes, yet one with a wicked heart might also use their fame to deceive and ensnare. You who seek fame will begin your journey in the grassy meadows of the Flatlands. There you will cross paths with August, the genius playwright. In Theatropolis, city of arts, many a poor soul has been led astray by his beguiling words.
August, the master of fame. He toyed with the lives of those who sought to escape, and used them as inspiration for his works. Tell me, is this truly what you seek?
You had to commence the Tale of Fame from the Flatlands. Do you wish to proceed? You may still play the other tales later. So, essentially, you will be able to play through all 3 of these storylines in this game, and it will set your influence to fame and raise fame influence. If you want to start anywhere else, you can choose any of the other paths. I will, however, be going with the Tale of Fame from the Flatlands.
You still haven't gotten what you desire. Isn't that right? Let your heart guide you along the path you have chosen, and gather the divine rings as you go.
What you desire. So, what are you going to do now? Are you going to rebuild Wishvale?
That's the plan.
Or are you going to find the people who took our home from us?
Both.
Whichever path you decide to take, Just know that I'll be right there, beside you. We're in this together.
Obtain the Ring of Aelfric the Flamebringer. Hales learned the ultimate technique, Aelfric's Favor. And we have a new companion, Stia. Progressing the story. From here on out, how you progress through the story is up to you. Select quests from the menu and use plus to track those quests. Tracked quests will appear on the minimap. Quests consist of episodes that advance the main story and side stories that enliven your journey and bring you together with new friends. And we have Stia, the Architect, old friend who provides all manners of support. Thank God we didn't choose anybody that had axe or dagger, or we would have been doubling up on damage. Her battle skills are First Aid and Chop Wood. Learn support skills that unlock assistance for allies in the front row. And we have ranked up our fame to be level 3. That is what I've avoided from for now. We also have a new restoration effort, which is progressively side story rekindling the flame. The thing I had neglected to mention was at bottom left. That is for wealth, power, and fame. They're your 3, basically, easiest way to say is to call them factions in this game, because that is essentially what they are. You can also see if you wish to progress any of the other ones, you can. So for example, Valor technically is the closest one. So if you wanted to do the Master of Wealth Chapter 1, you could come here. That's a level 6 quest. The Master of Power, the Scarlet Tyrant, is a level 6 quest as well. And Master of Fame, the Genius Playwright, is also level 6. If you've played any of the Octopath games, it essentially works like the character stories. So in those games, you would have a character that you would choose and you would progress through their story. And you could hop back and forth between the different stories to play however you wanted to. If you wanted to fully complete one character's story, you could, and then hop back to another character's level 1 story and play through that as well. This is essentially the same thing, just a matter of if you're choosing wealth, power, or fame. Of course, we went ahead and went with fame. On top of that, if you want to go ahead and look at anybody else's skills, you can see she can also equip some of the same skills that you have. I believe she also can learn skills. However, I think hers are specific skills. I don't know if Archetype or Architect is the exact same as Merchant. I guess we can check real quick if we go to Jobs and we go to Merchant. No, I don't believe she shares. I believe she just has different things from different characters to create basically a brand new character. So you're the only one with the, I believe, 8 regular Octopath jobs, whereas your side characters or your party members each have their own unique skills. Last thing I can show off is this. I believe this is just my town right now. If I want to sleep, we can fully restore HP and SP. I don't really have a reason to as of right now. Yeah, this is basically your Wishvale. This is how you begin your story. We still have about an hour left in our demo playthrough, so I think we're going to go ahead and end things off here. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and start this side story here, and then see if we can progress on with our main story a little bit. I will see you guys then.